A few months back, Dwayne Johnson, along with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, appeared in an interview with Vanity Fair. They took part in the segment where Johnson and Gadot guessed expensive things their co-star Ryan Reynolds buys. The three stars joke about how they spend their money in NSFW words. Even though Johnson was guessing the answer for Reynolds, he indirectly told the most valuable thing in his life. The Jumanji actor is very close to his family and loves them wholeheartedly. Keep watching this video to learn more about how The Rock spends his $800 million fortune. Custom cars. The Rock showed up to the premiere of Ballers in a Pagani Huayra. Since this car is custom made, the price can vary, but the regular Pagani clocks in at around $1 million. But even though it's custom made, Johnson said on Instagram that he's too big to properly fit in it. Car blogs have identified several expensive cars in Johnson's garage, but his favorite seems to be the monster truck-like Ford F-150 pickup with custom modifications. It's a vehicle he could easily get in and out of with a 6-foot 5-inch frame. It's quite fitting that the Fast and Furious star loves such an aggressive-looking car. He bought his dad a bunch of trucks. In 2016, Johnson wrote an Instagram post talking about his father's difficult life and how he never asked for much. Over the years, I've moved him into a big home, got him trucks to drive, which he'll literally drive into the ground until I get him something else, Johnson wrote. Hell, I'll get him anything he wants, but the SOB just won't ask. It seems like he likes to gift people trucks in general. In July 2018, he bought his stunt double, who's also a distant cousin, a giant custom pickup truck. Elaborate tattoos and cods. His chest and arm tattoos represent different parts of his heritage, which is part American, part Black Canadian, and part Samoan. He's gotten some of his tattoos done by a famed Tahitian tattoo artist named Poina Urandi, according to Inked magazine. To maintain his physique, he eats more than 5,000 carbs a day, sometimes even up to 7 meals. He'll have massive carb up nights where he just loads up on sushi. All in all, he eats about 10 pounds of food a day. In 2015, he revealed his diet to Muscle and Fitness, and 538 counted it all up and found that Johnson consumes 821 pounds of cod in a year. Given that cod goes for about $1.75 per pound, that means he's spending about $1,400 per year on fish. But in early 2016, Johnson told Business Insider's Dave Mosher that he had cut cod out of his diet. Gulfstream G650 jet. Being one of the richest Hollywood stars, Dwayne Johnson owns a $65 million private jet, which is called the Gulfstream G650. Ring any bells? Well, just a reminder, it's one of the swiftest moving planes out there right now. Many other bigwigs own this jet, including the richest person himself, Elon Musk, former Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, the famous footballer Ronaldo, and the American businessman Robert Kraft. Dwayne Johnson has many items in his luxury collection, and his $65 million private jet is just a small part of it. He also owns other expensive vehicles, including a Rolls-Royce, a Cadillac Escalade, and a Pagani Huayra. It's one of the best and fastest private jets in the world. It's unclear if Johnson owns it or just rents it, but he often posts on Instagram and Twitter about traveling in it while he's on press tours, and sometimes he even brings his family along for the ride. Rolex. The Rock bought his first Rolex for $35,000 when he was a wrestler, according to Forbes, after years of wearing a fake one to remember his goal. It was smashed in the ring a week after he bought it, and he never replaced it. But Johnson did buy at least one more Rolex as a gift. After accidentally punching another actor on the set of 2002's The Scorpion King, he purchased a custom-made Rolex for the guy. Real estate. According to data from Zillow, Johnson is a relatively high-volume home buyer and seller for a celebrity. In the past decade or so, he sold more than 10 homes, mostly in Florida. At the end of 2018, he also bought his mother a house. Among them is a 6-bedroom home in Hidden Hills, California, which he sold for nearly $4.9 million in 2012. According to TMZ, it had an infinity pool and a home theater. He bought another $5.5 million Miami mansion in 2014 and commissioned a $1 million addition. The addition included, no surprise, a giant gym and a guest house for his personal trainer. Johnson also owns a farm outside of Charlottesville, Virginia. He goes there after grueling shoots to relax and reconnect with nature. He often posts photos on Instagram of himself fishing at his pond, hanging out with horses, and frolicking with his family in the grass. Locals sometimes see him in Gold's Gym in Charlottesville. The Football League? Johnson, Garcia, and a group of other investors bought the Football League for $15 million in 2020, according to ESPN. The league was first created by WWE owner Vince McMahon back in 2001, but it never came close to finding the popularity that the NFL has. Johnson believes he can change that. The new XFL season under The Rock will begin in 2023. Well, an $800 million fortune is no joke, and the ways to spend it can be 100 and then some. So let us know what was the most mind-blowing expenditure made by The Rock out of all of these for you. With that in mind, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video.